I am going to truly, truly love putting a bad beating on this little glass jaw rat. And I've seen this man wobble many times. I've seen his brother sparked unconscious in another promotion. I know he is afraid of a smack. And if you're afraid of a smack off me, a smack will feel like a double-barrel shotgun. All his pony talk is going to be put on blast October 6th.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Right. Fucking thing sucks.
Warning. The Geek Room is for mature audiences only. If you would like to support the podcast, click on any of the links down below, like Dank Geek, Amazon, Player One Coffee, or become a Patreon for amazing behind-the-scenes, post-shows, private shows, and exclusive content. We also allow people to come on our show to defend their videos. If you would like to defend your video, message us through our email, Facebook, or Twitter. Enjoy the show.
Your tote's muted.
Hey, can everybody hear me now? Good, great.
Yes.
Now I can finally work my mixer. How's everybody doing? Well, it's great because I really fucked up Anita's name. Not Anna's name. Is it okay if I call you Anna?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. Anyway. What's up, everyone? Frank Wolf here, Brand, Hannah, and Godless Iowan's back.
Captain Planet was here earlier. You guys missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Captain Planet.
He was dancing along with the little Curb Your Conor McGregor theme song.
Heart.
Gee whiz, yeah, I got stuff.
It didn't work, Iowan. We're not gonna list all that shit off.
No, what you should list off, like I told you, your new intro reminds me so much of WCW. So you should just start every show with the greatest night in the history of our sport.
Dude, ever since you said that, I see the correlation. It's pretty massive now.
It is.
Except Ted Turner's not making much money off of our podcast. Only whenever he steals our shit and says it's his. But a lot of people do that.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do not have Eric Bischoff's shining fucking grill, so.
Ran out of black hair dye. He's not making an appearance anytime soon.
Exactly.
Brand's kind of Bischoff-like, I guess.
But dick.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Okay, just to clarify.
Oh shit. So
what's up, everyone out there who doesn't know anything about wrestling and is sitting there scratching their head, wondering why the fuck
like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah. But soon we're gonna start getting the like, stop talking about wrestling.
We got someone saying, is WCW a sports program?
Yes. Woman Crush Wednesday, kids. Just go back to sleep.
It's fun.
We used to get that, like when we were doing the Geeky podcast as often as we was be able to, often as we did. We would talk a little bit about wrestling because Brand's a big wrestling fan. I like it, so I'll be able to chime in every once in a while about what happened, and everybody would be like, "Oh, wrestling." Do what? I
still watch it. I could put in a word or two.
Yeah,
maybe.
But we would get that random wrestling. I'm gonna turn it off for a while. It's like,
I spent an entire weekend training to become a wrestler.
I was a wrestler.
My brother was an amateur wrestler. I trained, and like just hitting the ropes left huge bruises across my back.
Yeah, that takes some getting used to.
Like after that weekend, I was like, I've got a 9-to-5 job. There's no way that I can do this.
I can't show up looking like somebody beat me in the street.
I did show up for work after a martial arts stick accident that left my entire eye a big bloated blob. So that was fun explaining that to everybody.
Oh, that happened to me once.
You got hit with a martial arts stick in the face?
I got hit with a boken in the face.
Oh,
well, goddamn.
Straight to the eyebrow, and the whole fucking thing swelled shut.
I've got a friend who started with me, and he's getting kind of big on the independent scene. His name's Mean Mike Malice, and he does the hardcore stuff. And he will completely shred his face on the weekend and then go to work the next day like nothing happened. It's like, how do you do this?
What's that, Mike? That was a cheese grater.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got in a fight with the cheese grater, and the cheese grater won.
Yeah. It's good times. It's amazing what people specifically in that profession will do to be noticed.
Yeah.
So, but what's up, everyone? Everybody's like, oh, wrestling. Well, at least everybody in the chat's actually okay with
they're
wrestling,
actually talking about it.
Yeah.
At least they're not just...
It's the one time they actually join in. It's like, yeah, that's so nice. So we usually get, like I said, that one, talk about something else. Or like, make fun of this stupid asshole or something. It's just...
So what you're saying is we're pushing it.
Yes. So, but yeah, guys, we do have a, I didn't get to bring it up, but we do have a shameful display, and I will play the jingle just because I like it, and it's my buddy Red. He made it for us.
You have dishonored your family. Shameful display.
That's still one of my favorite ones. But
he wants to be Neenja.
Which we actually got I think a follow up to that.
Yeah, we do have a follow up. I'm gonna space it out over the next several weeks on the show, but this chick has like an entire very strange backstory that even includes Donald Trump. So more from Murphy Beds coming soon, guys. It's fantastic.
Yeah. So we do have. I don't have it pulled up, but we do. I did want to talk about it. Is Jillian from Jilly Juice is now claiming that it can cure autism and Down syndrome and stuff like that. So she's not only she's going after amputees, saying it can regrow limbs, but it can now cure autism and there's no low that this woman will start to stoop to now.
Does she not realize that the people that are doing this are having health issues? So your next goal is to try to give it to people that are mentally handicapped? What?
I mean, if you're gonna sell that kind of bullshit to anybody, that's easy to sell to. I'd say potentially the mentally handicapped.
Yeah, and then you got to think about like parents too that are so desperate and listen to stupid shit like this and will give their unwilling child this juice, I guess, as it's referenced.
Yeah, that's where it fucks me up the most is when I see kids fucking having to take that shit.
Well, it's just as bad as the MMS. Apparently, she has been doing it, but it's just as bad as the MMS, which is just industrial bleach, and you're finding out that they're giving it to their children and pets, and stuff like that. And it's just like, no. Like, if you're gonna take it for yourself. Don't give it to anybody else. Kill yourself. That's fine. You know, don't hurt the children and the pets. Just leave it like
children don't have consent for anything. So, you know, you're kind of just forcing it upon a child. Like, don't do that.
With that bleach stuff, there are parents out there that are giving their children enemas that are basically bleach enemas to cure their autism.
Well, I mean, technically, you don't have autism if you're dead, right?
I mean, yeah. I guess you're cured of everything if you're fucking dead.
Cured of everything except death.
Yeah.
But as long
and
as
we're still working on that one. Jelly juice might be able to get you out of that too.
That's true. It can regrow limbs. There's no telling what wonders.
It might also be able to perform necromancy, goddammit.
And there are people asking about the FCA letter that she got, which she did get that. And then she stupidly went on her website and was like, so yeah, I can't actually make these claims anymore, but I can pretend this is my belief and they won't be able to do anything about it.
So
is she going to get through the fucking supplements loophole? I hope this comes.
Yeah, that's what she was trying.
Is either that or she was trying to go the whole religious route.
Yeah, it was like religious.
This is my sacred beliefs that you can take a ½ pound of salt and some cabbage and water and you'll cure yourself.
Well, take Frank's advice and just kill yourself and leave everyone else alone.
Ooh,
I'm down with that, by the way.
Yeah.
You just drink it all. Every bit you've made, you drink it all.
Or this little toy right here will do it for us. Stab it.
Like the thing that got me is she crapped herself on a live stream and was just like, "Oh, I just pooped myself."
I missed it.
Don't you dare badmouth the protocol, Godless Iowan.
She seriously had a video where she was just like, "Oh, you know, talking," and then she like farted a little bit. She's like, "Oh, I think I pooped myself."
I need to find that video now.
Bitch.
I gotta find it.
Hey, look, Jill, don't go chasing waterfalls. Just stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. And now I know you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast.
You committed to that, and you kept it going, and I air high five to you for that.
I'm gonna have to go with Dead Jason Todd. If cabbage and salt was the key to immortality, there would be way more Irish people. Yes. And German people. So
yeah, man.
Well, I mean, we age slow, but fuck, we're not immortal.
Bleach enemas. No.
Yeah, Connor would have kicked Khabib's ass if that was the case.
Yeah.
Fucking A, right?
Oh my god, did y'all see like what the fuck happened like after like the fight? Like it was just a total like free for all, just everybody punching everybody. And then some dude has the balls to jump into the thing and punch Conor McGregor in the back of the head. It doesn't matter if he's tired.
There's some people saying that shit was staged.
I got a very strong scent of Vince McMahon, not to bring it up again.
I was going to say that too.
Especially that last one where I think they had Brock Lesnar come in and push, what's his name? I was like, what? Brock was just waiting right outside the octagon to come in and shove him. This was a fucking promo.
Oh, goddamn, this is good TV.
It did make for good TV because I was trying to find whatever I could on it, but yeah, I kind of got that too. But yeah, it's a, you know what, Tad is already like something else.
So speaking of wrestling, guys, nah, fucking with you.
If you like videos with lots of empty space, Tatted Atheist is the one to go to. So that'll get him for telling us to go to something else.
Too bad we can't use Vader Tech after him. But we got some news today. Some of it kind of funny news, some of it kind of depressing news, I guess. But we'll just go ahead and hit into it.
Yeah.
Alright, so this one is Meet the Man.
With the nation divided,
oh yeah, this is one I found just a couple minutes ago.
Who we meeting?
Did you say Man?
Brett
Kavanaugh.
We're going to meet the man who has the same name as
Brett
Kavanaugh.
What has life been like in the last couple of weeks?
I do work in sales, and immediately on my sales calls, I would call and I'd say, "Hey, my name is Brett Kavanaugh." They would say, "Wait, hold on a second. What did you just say your name was?"
This Brett, who lives in Kentucky, sent out a tweet declaring, "This is a terrible time to be Brett Kavanaugh." That set off a charming chain reaction. "It ain't no picnic for me either, you know," tweeted Christine Ford from New York City. "No, not Kavanaugh's accuser, Dr. Christine Ford. The other Christine Ford."
Well, I got a lot of people asking me if I was getting death threats.
It didn't stop there. "Hi, Brett. I feel your pain," tweeted Susan Collins. "No, not that Republican senator from Maine who cast a deciding vote. This Susan Collins is an art professor." You know this is going to follow you for the rest of your life, just like your name.
Just a local Brett Kavanaugh doing the best you can to stay clear.
Oh my God, you guys! Some people have the same name.
No. Imagine my shot.
Inside Edition with the hard-hitting reporting right there. There's more than one Brett Kavanaugh in the world, guys.
Some people have the same name of other people that you may not like. More 11.
First and last at that.
This reminds, like, it wasn't the same name, but do you guys remember when, I don't remember even who it was, had bashed Trump or something like that, and then LeVar Burton from Reading Rainbow fame was getting trashed on Twitter?
Also Star Trek fame. Also Star Trek fame.
Yes, also of Star Trek fame. But we've already gone into wrestling. We went into UFC. I was wanting to go with the educational Reading Rainbow, but yeah, Star Trek.
Geordi.
He was Geordi.
Before.
He was cooler without the weird eye things that they gave him in the movies. I liked the visor.
It's almost like, you know, I remember, what was her fucking name? The lady that killed her kid and hid it and found it in a trunk of the car or something like that, and she got off scot-free. Down in Florida or something like that. I can't remember her name.
Casey Anthony?
There you go, yeah, her.
Oh, the bitch that drowned her kid.
Yeah, that bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
This reminds me because people, you know, will just see the name and then bash the person and stuff like that. I can see why this is kind of like on the news, but it's still kind of like, there's another, you know, Frank and Brand, you know, and stuff like that are out there. So it's not like it's uncommon.
Well, just like Inside Edition, report on it when there's another Brett Kavanaugh running for Supreme Court. How about that?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, see, he got a shit end of the deal. He didn't rape anyone, but he's got the same name.
But there was a woman that was getting chased down, and in Florida because she looked like Casey Anthony and got her ass beat. So I can see, yeah, it's people not.
How about we don't punch people even if you think they might be the person that may or may not have allegedly drowned their kids. Just don't punch people.
I thought that was a rule of thumb, but I guess not.
Yeah.
You figured it would be, so.
Punch people, guys. Namaste.
If only you had said that before I had attended a World War II reenactment. I beat the shit out of Hitler, and then it wasn't actually hit, just some guy.
It reminds me of that dude that jumped on stage during that Christmas play and started beating the shit out of the dude that was crucifying Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
Not again, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, shit. All right, so this woman comes home to her maid had trashed her
home to
house.
This. Your home trashed, furniture tipped over. It looks like a break-in. Nope. Would you believe the cleaning lady did it? And that's her passed out drunk on the floor. It happened here at this apartment building in the section of Brooklyn. Two maids were hired to clean.
It wasn't me, I
apartment.
swear.
They were paid $240. But 8 hours later, when the woman who hired them came home from work,
cleaning lady, the cleaning lady's like, all I gotta say, I like beer. I like lots of beer.
Who doesn't like
on Facebook, and the images have now.
Like, get to the point where like you think like there was a home break-in or whatever, and I'm like, I would have assumed that was my roommates, not a break-in.
Yeah, I have kids. I would have had a different assumption altogether.
Yeah, I got two who are living with me. I figured it would just be just trashed.
Can I just say this would have never happened had the homeowner gotten her more lemon pledge?
I mean,
damn,
it's her fault.
Look, we got people who want to hire this lady in our chat, so we'll get you the number. What balls do you have to like get drunk at some lady's house and just trash it and then pass out when you're supposed to be cleaning it?
I mean, there's somebody right there that doesn't know how to day drink.
This will fucking you for buying off-brand pledge.
Right. This is the most thing I've done to you about right there.
That might be a pretty cool though idea for a business if people are interested in it. I'll fuck your house up, get drunk, and pass out in it, all for the nominal fee of like $150.
No lemon pledge. Yeah. Oh god.
Dude, her fucking shoes are off. Okay.
Okay, your shoes are off. That is white girl wasted. How do you get white girl wasted on the job, my friend?
Actually, though, she may have done that so when the homeowners came home, they wouldn't fuck with her because that is a rule. If you pass out with your shoes
yeah, that's
on,
right. You can't draw a dick on her face now.
Exactly. Shoes were off. So she's, we may think she's inexperienced. I don't think so.
She knew what she's doing.
I mean, the rest of her life's a mess, but she knew what she was doing.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
I've got shit together. I've got a job.
I'm
a cleaning lady. Not going to get trashed at this house.
I'm not going to clean shit today.
So they drunk the ladies' liquor. God damn.
They all drank the liquor, and I'm going to go ahead and say fucked up my home.
Wow.
Jesus, man. It's
What kind of liquor did you have for someone to be like, fuck it, I'm going to drink it while I'm cleaning? It had to be some good shit.
Yeah, me too, some top shelf shit.
Yeah.
I imagine she thought she was going to be like, have her shit together by the time the lady came home or whatever.
I'm just saying, I don't think that if you're the type of person that's going to get trashed at another person's house and pass out, that you're all that discerning about the type of alcohol that they have.
Fact. It was Mad Dog 2020.
We've got a vodka brand here in Iowa called Hawkeye brand, and it'll get you drunk. And I'm guessing that's what this was. It was one of those that it'll get you drunk. Oh, but see, there's no taste to it. You can't even put this in a drink and make it taste okay. It's so bad.
Damn. I don't think we got anything over here.
It's like the Iowan version of like fucking Pop-Off.
It's horrible.
I think the only thing we got here that's closer resemblance is maybe some brand of moonshine here that just doesn't it doesn't have taste to it. Like it's not like an apple pie moonshine or anything.
It's just moonshine.
It's just moonshine. Just get you fucked up.
This tastes like a distillery.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is death in a bottle.
It just tastes like a distillery in some old man's shed. Who? Some old man.
Social media is going nuts. Wow, this is just absurd.
Fucking
Unbelievable. The cleaning lady allegedly drank a bottle of gin plus 3/4 of a bottle of vodka.
God.
She also helped herself to a pint of chocolate ice cream. Perhaps she was living up to her
My bitch.
t-shirt. Eat, drink, and be merry. Security expert Nick Casal says, to avoid a disaster like this, do your research before you let anyone into your home.
You Google them. You check
Security
the Better Business Bureau.
expert.
You may do an online background check.
Who let them
Listen,
in?
you have to know who
You
you're letting
talk
in
to
your
the
house.
bitch
They're
on the
not
phone.
gonna be there. It's your home.
Nah, you Googled that shit.
Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am. What would you say the
People
odds
like
are
that
of you
have an
getting
arrest
drunk?
record. Might be able to find that shit.
Yeah, but what are the odds that you're going to get drunk on my liquor and pass out and destroy the place?
About 90-10%.
Okay, so there's a chance you won't. So I'm hiring you. You're cheap.
But
I'd be
then
like,
found
okay,
out
are you gonna
ice
drink
cream.
my booze? If you drink my booze, like leave enough for me. And if you're gonna pass out, at least do it on the futon and not in the middle of the floor. And don't upend anything. I don't give a shit if you pass out, but just in the designated area.
Yeah. And if you puke yourself, you're clean. That's the one thing you have to clean up.
Exactly. That is the one thing that you actually have to clean up, because I'm not cleaning up after your ass.
Yes, Jen. Inside Edition has a very low standards of what is important, so that's
what I was just about to say. Like, this is woman passes out in person's house, and social media goes crazy.
Did we tell you that there are other Brett Kavanaughs?
Oh man,
I still love Inside Edition.
Hashtag don't pass out your
Police were
boss's
called,
house.
but the cleaning lady wasn't charged. She was taken to the hospital to sober up.
Dun, dun, dun.
You were taken to the hospital because when the cops show up, they ask you whether or not you want to go to hospital or jail.
Yeah.
Take hospital, because then you don't get arrested.
We didn't have anything else to talk about. That's what I hear every time I hear that theme.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
At least they're covering things that aren't Trump related. I'll give them that.
Fucking A.
Yeah. That's the reason why we've been Inside Edition pretty heavy lately. Not just because in the beginning of it we had that awesome Bill O'Reilly meltdown, but because they may have slow news, but at least they stopped talking about like shit CNN and Fox is. Fuck.
We've been all up Inside Edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot Inside Edition even existed.
People have.
So did Inside Edition.
I thought they went under like 5-10 years ago.
I don't know how people will like watch things on regular TV now. That blows my mind that there's still people that.
What is even regular TV? I don't have that in my house.
Yeah.
I just got it back after 10 years. So.
Like, wait, I gotta wait until this time in order to watch the show I want to watch now? No. I'm
an American and I pay my taxes, goddammit. No.
I want it I deserve it now.
My show and I want it now.
Oh, I thought this was America.
You know, I always thought his J.G. Wentworth was like a local thing. I didn't know other people outside knew about it.
I didn't know either. I had no idea.
Yeah. Because it only comes on the local channels.
Yeah, and it looks so low budget. It's like, okay, we only have like $500 to make this, so we got to make it cheap. No, just do it. It's just out of market.
877 cash now.
877 cash now.
Oh, I hate those. Those are
You guys have that that commercial where you had to go out the window and scream, "It's my money and I want it now."
Fuck yeah. And head on, apply directly to forehead.
Head on, apply directly to the forehead.
See, people know what we're talking about. So
everyone's saying, "Oh, these are the commercials in between Judge Judy." Pretty much.
And then there's the do you use a catheter?
Oh my god!
Do
Have you or a loved one
clean one every time?
Have you or a loved one been affected by mesothelioma?
Yes. Yes.
Then you may be entitled to financial compensation.
What about surgical mesh? Having any issues with that?
There was a couple of different psychiatric drugs that had the same kind of runaround.
Yeah. Tad doesn't like pain when he casts.
Oh fuck. Yeah. So, all right. So we all seen it, but the guy that roundhouse kicked that lady. That was a very good move.
This fucking.
Oh, I laugh my ass off every time I watch it because guy's cocky as hell.
Still, it's better to be. You want to kill him with
I'm
kindness. Remember?
super thanks for that.
What?
They actually have people filming you the whole time. Which is why I say kill with kindness.
Guess what? Hey.
Destruction of private
Might
property.
I just add those?
It's against the law.
Somebody gets raped
Leggings
by somebody, and they're like, I'm a 16-year-old and I can't have this baby. Think you should keep it?
It's a baby.
Yeah.
If someone was raped and she gave birth and she decided to kill her 3-year-old child.
Get your phone.
Someone call the cops.
Nancy, take your phone.
Do not touch me. Someone call the cops.
I'm
Oh.
Ninja
He dead it up.
Warrior.
He sure dukened her.
Like,
Just okay, as somebody that took a little bit of martial arts coming up, like I looked at that stance and went, "Oh, he's about to kick somebody." Like,
Yeah. The tongue out, that is the ultimate sign of concentration.
that was the ultimate sign of if anybody hit him in the face, he'd bite his tongue off.
And that would have been an even better video for us to riff.
I know.
I don't even know. There's nothing to say. It's
Of course there is.
you shouldn't roundhouse kick women or
You shouldn't
anyone.
roundhouse kick people.
Dude, if you're
What are you
not
guys
in a
talking
Jean-Claude Van Damme movie or a Chuck Norris movie, you probably shouldn't be
No, man.
kicking anyone.
You should just go around hitting everyone you have slight disagreements with.
You're not fucking Tony Jaa. You're not some sort of like Bruce Lee reincarnate. Like
Maybe Steven Seagal now.
maybe.
I don't know if he can do that Russian dance quite as good though.
I have a really horrible joke, but I won't share it.
This motherfucker with
Now you have to.
Goddamn frosted tips. He's wearing an inverted pentagram like an edgelord. Like he's got.
Hey, it's Von Helden.
Somebody told me like 10 years ago that 9 out of 10 motherfuckers with snakebite piercings is probably a giant douchebag, and you should never associate with them. He's got fucking snakebite piercings, and he is out of the 9 out of 10. Like fuck this.
Look at him. He's just like, "Hi, I'm Tumblr."
The horrible joke that I had that went through my mind was, well, she was pro-life to begin with, but after the roundhouse kick and losing the baby, now she's considering.
She was pro-life to begin with, and then she met this motherfucker.
Yes, yeah. Now she's wishing his mom had aborted him.
This guy convinced no one.
Apparently, people on Reddit are calling him Cuck Norris.
Yep, that's what I've seen. Cuck Norris.
Don't want to get
God.
kicked to the face? Don't be pro-life. That should be the new billboard for this guy.
You hear him in the background after he kicks her, talking about, "I was aiming for your phone. Oh my God, I was aiming for your phone."
I'm telling everybody on the face of the planet, if you are pro-choice and you want your poster boy for pro-choice movement, imagine your kid came out like this.
Yeah.
Because of your inability to pay attention. There you go. What the fuck with this tongue?
I think the tongue's the best part. Like, not even the kick. Kick was funny. It was like, you fucked up. But the tongue, he was like,
He did a full, like, superhero pose beforehand.
Yeah.
Like the fucking hurricane.
Stand.
I don't know. Oh, my God.
There's a cut coming through. That's it.
He's a good guy.
Come
Good
cuck.
people. Get up, bitch. How do you feel about Trump? Haven't kicked you with my left foot yet.
Shit. So, yeah, so, we got just coming in. Like, I think it actually came in yesterday or today. Was it today? About Nikki Haley?
Yeah, earlier this morning.
Ours used to be,
I think she was our governor.
yeah, she closed down the state after an inch of snow, called a state of an emergency, and tried to, like, redirect, like, she closed it down, then had the highways open so people can, like, pass water for literally an inch of fucking snow.
Get your bread and milk, bitches!
So, but apparently she resigned from the UN, so.
That's probably for the best. Yeah. She's our fault. I think our state should take full responsibility, because if we had not elected her governor twice, she would have never gotten into this position. So, yep, you can put the blame on us.
We're sorry.
I did get my resignation bingo today. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Did you win the free hoagie?
that's right.
Oh, there you go.
With or without cheese.
Yes.
Important specification.
Nikki Haley, ambassador
Oh, God.
to the United Nations, has been
Here's our
very special to me. She's done an
constipation
incredible job. She told me probably 6 months ago, she said, you know, maybe at the end of the year, at the end of a 2-year period, but the end of the year, I want to take a little.
Is it
time
just me,
off.
or
I
does
wanna take a little break.
talking look like it hurts him?
It's like
every time Trump talks, it's like it's paining him. Like
He's our fucking constipated.
Come on, VLC, pause. There we go. Yeah, it looks like he does. It's just he's trying to figure the words, so he's actually having to use his brain, and he hadn't had to use it in a long time. So
Not
it's
that smart.
yeah.
So he's trying to find words that he heard other people say at one point.
And I think it's funny because everyone's like, yeah, well, he might not be that smart, but he's a good businessman. And now it's coming out that, no, he wasn't
Not
that either.
particularly, no.
No, your dad gave you a bunch of money when you were a kid. Small loan, of course. And,
Small loan of
and you
$1
went
million.
bankrupt 2 or 3 times. Fantastic businessman.
Somehow managed to not completely ruin himself in the process, though. So I'll give him that.
Yeah. Well, I'll say one thing: bankrupting a casino.
Yeah.
Shit, how the fuck you pull that off? More incredible.
I don't know. Fuck.
Should have talked to the natives. They got a better business plan.
he's the best at going bankrupt.
Also, his Irish
The best
golf
at going bankrupt.
his Irish golf resort is actually failing too. Like it's just coming out. Like yeah, it's losing a lot of money. Wow.
Well, because there's Irishmen that keep coming onto the course and shitting in the holes. So.
Yeah. It's all that drunkenness.
Love you
Yeah.
guys.
Well, I mean, their day job is house cleaning, so they got to release somehow.
Don't remind us. Please don't. I got a question. How can something I didn't realize until like she became the ambassador to the United Nations? She's actually the offspring of immigrants, of Sikh immigrants.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see her long form birth certificate.
It shocked me that she's that much of a conservative. I mean, I guess I think she's maybe she's Christian. I'm not exactly sure, but either way, I guess I can kind of see it because being really.
Do you think she got elected in South Carolina without being Christian?
That's true. I forgot about that.
I'd say it depends on where they're from, where her family came from, because she may have, from that particular nationality, been, Christianity and Catholicism or whatever just came over with it.
It shocked me when I found out. I was like, really? Okay. So she's buddies with Trump.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
there's plenty of people who are children of immigrants in the United States that are conservative. Some of them are like, especially like Mexican immigrant, like 6th generation Mexican immigrants, who are really super conservative just because they see the actual problem at the border wall as opposed to the blown up conflated problem at the border wall.
Yeah,
and it's sort of like a spit in the face of their family that spent like all of this money and all these years and all of that problem like coming up and being able to get into the United States legally, and seeing these people just come over and exploit a system. So I get where some people have a bitch, but at the same time, like, I'm very leftist and go like, yeah, it's not as bad as people want to say.
Yeah. And like someone in the chat said, her name isn't even actually Nikki, and that would probably blow a lot of South Carolina rednecks' minds, because it's
right.
It's like an Indian. I can't remember. Nikki's like the nickname that they went with or something. I don't remember what her name.
Because no South Carolinian could pronounce it.
True.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. I know I wouldn't be able to.
I've met my fair share of people from South Carolina. I get it.
I can't pronounce that name. Is that Mexican?
Does that say Condoleezza Rice? We ain't doing that again.
Where do you come from? I don't understand you.
Yeah.
Your name's Nikki.
Why can't you have a normal name like Nikki? And her political career was born.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, that's something that drives me nuts when someone will be like, I hate talking to these Mexicans because they can barely speak English. And I'm like, well, you speak Spanish now. I want to hear you speak as good of Spanish as they spoke English.
Dude, I'll give you one better than that. Most of the people that say that challenge them to speak English.
Yes.
Oh my God. Tell them to speak the English language correctly.
Yeah.
Especially on the internet. Like, how many of those people spell you with the letter U? Go fuck yourself. Shut up.
Oh,
You don't have a dog in this.
Learn our language.
I've got a coworker that sounds almost just like Boomhauer from King of the Hill. And he is constantly complaining about foreigners that can't talk English good.
Mm-hmm.
I worked at a inbound customer service call center for as seen on TV products, and somebody called from Texas one day sounding like Boomhauer. And it took me a second, but you can understand what they're saying. If you have a prerequisite knowledge of other languages. Like if you ever at one point tried to learn Japanese, you'll understand Boomhauer.
Exactly.
You got to play back what you said in my head on a loop a little bit slower.
I worked in a grocery store in Texas, and a guy came in and he walked up to me and he was like, "Listen here, boy, where's the toilet paper?" And I'm like, "What?" And he goes,
Listen here, boy, where's the toilet?
"Listen here, boy, where's the toilet paper?" I'm like, "I have no idea what you're saying."
Are we being robbed?
He's like, "The shit paper, boy, the shit paper." I'm like, oh, it's this way.
Damn. Yeah, I actually understood you. I guess it's because we're in the South, but we don't have that really like high kind of twang unless you get into the places that even South Carolinians don't want to go to.
Charleston.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
I hate that place.
South Carolina.
Oh, okay. It's not that bad.
Yeah,
we're more in the upstate
accent's not
area.
bad.
Yeah, it's just when you get further, a little bit towards the middle and kind of south, where you hit, Louisiana. That's when you get a what?
Mm-hmm.
So, but
that Creole, what the fuck did you just say to me language? Dialect.
Down.
Shoot 'em.
The fuck did you just say? I'm not bound down now. Okay.
Bound skilly.
It's out.
You want a drink? Oh, but I don't know.
Oh shit. Here, I'm gonna pause this because I think we got like.
I like that softcore porn soundtrack in the background though. That's what's up.
It's like serious porn.
Yeah, like there's a serious storyline to it.
It's like some of the lesbian porn that I've seen that's trying to do like story angles.
Well, that's the best. You gotta have some sort of a story going on here. Why are they fucking? Why? I want to know.
I generally don't care, but yeah.
See, you gotta have a creative mind like that, man. You gotta know what led to this moment of penetration.
A sensitive person like Bran.
Yeah, I want to know.
He's like, I had to turn that porn off. There was no fucking plot. It was just nudity. They're running the porn industry.
Or even worse, there is a plot and there's so many plot holes. Can't do it.
That fucks me up sometimes. Okay, I used to watch hentai like seriously. And there is this one series that pretty much anybody who's ever dabbled in hentai knows is Bible Black, which is the most story-rich hentai on the planet. And that's the only time I have honestly ever been invested in a story when it comes to any kind of porn.
See?
So if there's ever been like any plot holes or anything like that, but that was on like the tail end of like my actual weebishness. So it might have just been a byproduct of me being a weeb at the time.
I was going to say that Bran is acting all discerning, but he's watched a woman put a chili pepper up her ass. So.
More than once.
I've seen a bitch like shoot a Coke can out of her vagina. Like, there's nothing. There's nothing.
Yeah, but I have seen that a lot. was all research for the show, though, so I don't know why you're trying to play me.
I promise. I promise.
And that one had a storyline. It was an ongoing tale of Rain Florence. You know, it was just one part of the story, one part of the saga. You know?
Yeah.
She's got a good story arc going.
How different.
I want to see who gets in the booty next and gets their dickhead burnt. See, it's a story. Gotta wait.
It's like watching Teeth with extra arcs.
Oh yeah, that movie's fucking gross.
You know what I'll say? I liked Teeth. I liked that movie. I honestly did.
It's a well done movie up until a bitch starts cutting off dicks with their vagina. That's where I cut off. Where I'm like,
The beginning of the Me Too movement.
I thought it was a hilarious. But I like the weirder the movie, the better.
Yeah,
I can
like
get
Rubber.
behind a weird movie. Yeah.
Rubber is a fantastic film. I love Rubber.
Oh, is that the tire that kills?
Yes, Robert.
Oh, I still have yet to see that.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Thanks on Netflix.
So we're just gonna gloss over this conversation without even mentioning Thanksgiving.
Oh my god,
it's the
I don't
best.
think I know that one.
Or Eagle Bong.
It's the only movie I know where they made a sequel to it and called it Thanksgiving 3.
There was a sequel and they just did 3. All right.
Yeah, they skipped 2.
Right.
It wasn't important. Fuck that story.
Cool.
Oh shit. Alright, so we got some crazy people today. I am going to bore you guys on morality, but it's not what you think. Flight Boss bitch is back, so...
Show.
Yeah.
I missed him. Is that Jade?
Yes.
That's what's
Black
up.
Jade, too.
Black Jade.
Black Jade. Why is it frozen? Hold on.
Old school.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
That's what's supposed to happen, but it's not happening. Come on.
Oh, God. Where are the crazy people?
It literally broke my computer. Hold on. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no.
Guys, we are so close to getting the new computer. We are just a little bit short. So what I'm going to do is once I get paid good, we should have it by the next couple of months.
Which reminds me, super chats are on if anyone wants to contribute to said computer.
Yes, super chats.
Because Frank's computer is going to commit suicide soon. It's already written the note.
Yeah, it's already hanged up.
I feel you. My laptop's like at least 10 years old. So.
Allow me to add that super chats are on this channel, but for some reason they'll never be on mine.
They still haven't cleared you?
No, I'm still not monetized, and it just says we'll check it out in a month or so.
You got over the what is it, the 1,000 view or whatever limit?
Yeah. I've been over since June.
And you've got the watch hours?
Yep.
Fuck.
I'm heading on to like 1 million minutes of watch time.
Oh, well then you two were just assholes.
I'm super white. I would have already fucking emailed somebody a novel.
What are you doing? You're ruining me.
I'm from Connecticut. That's how we do.
It's become a thing. Anytime I mention monetization on my channel, so Tad is going with it, someone sings "In the Arms of the
Fuck, alright. So let's listen to Flight Boss here. Let me get the
for show. Does he do the intro?
You know, for sure. Yeah. You're not listening to the man of that Terry Smooth. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now I want to talk about morality. What the fuck is morality? You see what I'm saying? Because
what the fuck are you doing yelling over a song?
Seriously, you can turn that shit off.
Not only do I not want the people listening.
That does this car vlog fucking radio bullshit.
Well, I mean, it's like a double punishment for his viewers. Not only do I not want you to hear what I'm saying, I want copyright strikes out the ass.
Exactly.
You can get away with that on Vine, but motherfucker, that shit died like 2 years ago. Like,
I do miss Vine. There were some good Viners.
This guy wasn't one of them.
No, he wasn't.
Obviously.
He's not good at much. Except that intro.
Yeah.
The show.
Mad moral systems. Now, this is what you need to understand. Morality. Let me turn this off real quick. That's kind of disturbing me a little bit. Now, when we talk about morality, right? Morality is how you construct your reality. So, morality is a person that lives in a reality, but create a bunch of moral systems or create a moral system. So that's why you call it morality. Now I'm gonna do another video about the T words at the end, that end with T, like
morality, bestiality. I can't think of any more T words.
Nigga, you this sport while you driving?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Morality is a person.
Morality is a person
Morality is
inside of a reality.
Yeah, it's a person.
Well, in that case, I must have beat the shit out of that person last time I was on like some serious heavy drugs.
Fuck you, morality. Morality is that cleaning lady that was passed.
Did I beat the shit out of that bitch in California when I was on cocaine? Did I do that?
Yeah.
I don't remember. It might have.
This guy's lying because you do not create your own morality because they will still kick me out of the aquarium when I start jerking it off. So
it upsets the sharks.
And you know what? I'm going to continue to fight for Iowan's right to be able to jerk off in aquariums.
You know, I'm sorry. Starfish just excite me, okay?
And let's be real.
You know, don't kink shame. You want to be progressive, guys. You want to be with the times. It's 2018, motherfuckers. It's current year.
Like, starfish are like a living five-fingered dildo.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A living fleshlight.
Yes.
And you know what? The interesting thing about that is, you know, some people are probably going to have some things to say about this, but let's be real. You know, the way they stick up against the side of the aquarium and just suck, they want it.
They want it. They're asking for it.
Yeah.
You get both the hardcore conservative Republican vote and the liberal vote with that. You cannot kink shame, and also it's asking for it.
So go fuck a starfish to save your country. Be a patriot.
Exactly. Fucking America.
Hashtag fuck a starfish 2020.
Fuck a starfish for America 2020.
Fuck a blue wave. What's that gonna do? Fuck a starfish.
Fuck a starfish.
No starfish have been harmed in the filming of this episode.
It's almost like PETA has been notified.
This episode of the Geek Room brought to you by PETA. We don't actually care about animals unless it is profitable. So starfish, we might have to get into that because a lot of people like the SpongeBob memes, and Patrick is a starfish. So that is a market we need to corner.
Well, thanks for exposing the behind the scenes of my plan. There, you just revealed the guy behind the curtain. I got a Patrick Star.
But don't pay attention to the nigga behind the curtain.
PETA.
He's just jerking off to some SpongeBob.
PETA. They'll burn
And
animals.
again, don't
so you don't
kink
have to.
Oh, shit. What had Patrick ever done to us? Oh, he knows.
Patrick never wears a shirt. Patrick.
What has Patrick done to us besides giving me a fat boner? I don't know. You tell me.
He's a tease.
He is. All pink and fluffy.
You know, I'm all about the man and titties. He's all about the Patrick Starfish. But you know, I got you, my dude.
Damn right.
I love how we start talking about morality with this guy, and all of a sudden it starts going to like starfish fucking.
Because this guy's not worth.
And this is why
It's not worse than me. You start talking about morality, I just go depraved.
Ooh, new fad. You know, he had what are they? Fidget spinners. She'd like get the starfish, stick it on the head of your dick, and just spin it around.
They don't have
sounds
penis, but that
amazing.
I might have to go rent a penis to go do that.
They should be pretty cheap. Let's
So
be
any of you
real.
guys out there in the audience, you want to like offer up your dick, your hard erect dick, you just like stick a fidget spinner on top of it just to spin it
For science.
for science
Mm-hmm.
to see how that shit balances.
Science, bitches.
I'll put it on Pornhub, and if I make any money, I'll split it with you. There you go.
Poke someone in the eye with it, and then you've literally blinded someone with science.
There you
go. Puns.
We'll go a little bit more, I guess. I think we heard the gist of it, because I listened to this and it's just
morality
I'm
is
a
fucking
motherfucker who thinks I'm
snobbish.
Snoop Dogg, and I'm driving in my car right now trying to be deep. Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah.
Jen with one N says there are butt plugs with fidget spinners on the end.
Really?
There is. There's all kinds of butt plugs. There's a butt plug with a fidget spinner. There's butt plugs with tails attached.
If you find that you lose focus when you're using a butt plug on someone or sticking a butt plug in, you need a fidget spinner to keep you going.
Yeah.
You might need a second. The individual might need a moment. And just to get you through it, because you're a fucking autist, you can go ahead and just spin the bullshit at the end.
For those of us who need to be stimulated in more way than one during sexual intercourse, we give you the fidget spinner butt plug.
The one funny part here is he almost gets in a wreck because someone he does something I didn't get to see it, but I heard it. It's just some guy just blares his horn at him, and he's like, "Oh shit!" So, but other than that, it's not.
Would have been a real shame. Why are you filming YouTube videos while driving? It's fucking stupid. That's like an accident waiting to happen.
And it's illegal in a lot of states.
Yeah.
In fucking portrait. God damn it, it's in portrait.
It's fucking portrait mode, you fucking boomer.
I mean, I understand, like, there are some people that can do videos like this where they never look at the camera. That they're just looking and they're driving and it's just a nice little chat. But this guy's looking at his camera like half the time.
Yeah, that motherfucker's gonna get in an accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's about to be flight boss for real when his car goes off the fucking ramp.
Fucking A.
The paramedics arrive. We're going to take... Sorry, it's not done processing yet. I've got to wait a few minutes before you can take me.
Like he started the Instagram upload like right before he died, and we have to sit here and wait for it to go before we can get the actual like footage to see exactly what happened, so we can send it to the fucking the detective that's taking over the case.
In his memory, we have to let him finish his responsibilities for show.
R.I.P. little car crash.
Oh, fuck. All right, get the fuck off my screen, damn it.
Lean played no role in his death.
A Russian law student is taking a stand against how men sit. She doesn't approve of so-called manspreading and has taken the matter into her own hands by pouring a bleach and water mixture on men seated on public trains. Anna Devgalyak posted the video on...
Okay, so...
I heard that was a hoax.
I hope.
I hope so.
I really do, because, like, here's the thing. When you have a nutsack between your legs, it's a little uncomfortable to sit really tightly. And
I personally have been friends with mostly guys for a very long time, and I understand that sometimes you need to just, like, move your leg in a certain way to get your nuts to peel themselves off of your thigh. I get it.
Now, I have seen people that are like hugely obnoxious with it, where they're like taking up like 3 seats. But yeah, you got to man spread sometimes. They get hot, they get sweaty.
Yeah.
Particularly on public transportation, like depending on where you're at.
Yeah. I mean, do you really want to turn your dick and balls into a division symbol? 'Cause I don't.
Would you?
Sounds like a bad thing.
It does. It's awful.
Would you rather have men manspread, or would you rather the smell of sweaty balls and swamp ass be the regular norm?
If you need a little extra room, dude, I will move over. I don't give a shit. I will personally move over because I am a tiny person and I can move my legs in a particular way that you cannot because I don't have that kind of genitalia. I am a little more accepting of the male genitalia, apparently.
I got a question.
Dick lover.
I got a question. So, spreading, I guess, whatever it's called, is a bad thing because we're trying to just make sure like our nuts not getting stuck to the east side of our legs. When's it gonna come down to where we're gonna get like hit because we have to take that extra side step to kind of do the same thing? You know, like you see us walking, then you see us kind of like do that weird little leg step to kind of get, you know, our nuts off our legs, you know?
Yeah, it's the middle of summer and you need to shake your nuts off your leg. Yeah.
Sure.
Frankie, I think the larger of a guy you are, like weight-wise, the more common that is. I know totally what you mean. Some people might not.
Yeah.
Larger, both in general girth as well as actual girth.
Yes,
it's true.
Yeah.
So if you got a fat ball,
accepting and a little more understanding because most of my friends throughout my life have been dudes. So like you guys have nuts. You guys sometimes have to walk a little weird to get it to not be bothering you anymore, and you sometimes have to sit a little weird so you don't have a humid
funk.
Yeah.
At third
well,
ball.
number one, because he's a fat motherfucker, and two, he says his dick is small, but he's tall. He's kind of tall.
Dick math going on over here.
I don't have a dog.
The most accurate thing in regards to like dick size versus person has been height.
It's like, you know what? You can't fool that wanger from me. I know you're tall. I've seen you stand up
He's taller
before.
than me. That's all I know.
The fans of the show,
Week,
did you rather us
showcasing
talking
different
about
clips.
professional wrestling or about Pip Monk's dick?
Probably Pit Monk's dick.
I'm looking at this blonde bitch right now, and the only thing I can really judge her about is the fact that she probably needs a toner. Like, there's way too much going on for blonde right now.
I feel like Pimp Monk would rather us talk about his dick too than wrestling. Just throwing that out there.
I would
don't
just
think
like
he
to.
knows shit about wrestling, to be honest.
I'd like to point out that you just sent short man syndrome into overdrive in the chat because Tad was like, that is not a rule.
The only dude that I have ever had sex with that was close to my height, and I'm 4'11", he was 5'4", had a teeny tiny fat dick, which is colloquially known as a chode.
It is.
And he was very, very concerned with getting off and very, very not concerned on whether or not I did.
It's
so
a race, bitch! Who gonna get there first?
I win every time.
I win. I fucked his sister.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Pimp loves wrestling. I know he does. So
Does he?
Yeah.
I've never actually talked to Pimp about wrestling.
Oh, yeah. Him and Ben, they like wrestling. I think we got on the subject when we were last on there about wrestling. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Briefly.
Yeah.
Very briefly.
Yeah.
Also mentioned in the chat, there are air-conditioned boxers that you can buy.
Really?
What?
Yes.
That's amazing.
I'm interested as fuck in this product.
I'll wear that
Actually,
shit.
they're climate controlled, so if it's cold out, they'll heat, and if it's hot out, they'll cool.
That's bad for your balls, isn't it?
Hey, I don't care. It'd be nice and like I'm not saying a roaster.
I don't
Like-
want like a heater in there. Like an
I'm
air
from Connecticut. That shit gets cold up here, even if you don't have nuts. Fuck.
I don't know. I like my balls being cold. It suits me.
I don't like my vag being cold either. Shit.
A cold vag. There's so many fucking. There's so many.
It
So many.
sounds like the worst.
So many fucking dead people jokes here going through my mind right now. Gonna
Well, I
avoid
mean,
all that.
We could get there.
A cold vajag. It's probably Rick Wiles's neck vagina. I can imagine that.
Let me just say, Tatted, I'm sure your penis is fine.
Nope.
Nope.
Mm-mm. I seen it.
Well, Brand's
I don't
seen
want
it.
to see it, but I just, as somebody who wants to be optimistic, I'm sure it's okay. I'm sure it's
It is. I just want to fuck with him.
It's good, little buddy.
It's just ineffectual. It's ugly, quite frankly.
That is unfortunate. I'm sorry.
We love you, Dad. damn.
I like how he's in the chat. You haven't seen my dick. Like
you want like a literal critique? Because I'll follow you back on Twitter if you want to send me a dick pic real quick and get like a full.
There you go. Expert advice right there. She'll let you know what's going on. How
I will
tall
give
are
you
you,
the
man?
third-degree burn. Do not get mad at me when I tell you that you might want to see a doctor.
He's like, I'm gonna kill all of you.
What is that? You need to go have that growth checked out, sir.
You might want to go see that because that might be melanoma. Stop jerking off in the middle of the park.
Oh fuck! All right, let's watch the rest of the video of this woman just pouring bleach on everybody.
Yep.
I hope it's fake.
Reportedly, it's her though, walking
Oh,
through a
he's
train,
engaged.
surprising unsuspecting men. She says, quote, everyone can immediately understand which body part controls the behavior of these men. The law student says her video is dedicated to all men for whom manspreading is the norm of conduct. She's accusing men of gender aggression and claims Russia is slow to counter the problem. The 20-year-old calls the way men sit.
I only see one person being aggressive right now.
And here's the thing, like, that would be like me going, you know what? I don't have a whole lot of arm room because this chick next to me's got huge tits and she's spreading her arms more than normal. So let me pour bleach on her fucking shirt. How quick would I be Me Too'd?
I'm gonna tell you right now, the last time I was on public transportation, last time I was on any sort of public transportation going a long distance, I was in one of those front seats on a car in a train where you could sit like 4 or 5 people. And because it was kind of a slow day, because it was the middle of the morning on like a Tuesday or something like that, the individual in front of me was a guy. And he sat on the outer part of the other end, and I sat on the inner part of the front end. And he moved over even with his own legs, because he realized he was tall and I was not. And even I moved in a little bit to make sure that he had enough room. So unless these people are just very, very impolite and are just taking up as much room as they want to, like, you go into the middle of fucking New York City, you'll probably find this because nobody gives a shit. But the rest of the country, as far as like public transportation is concerned, just general politeness means like we're not trying to get into anybody else's personal bubble, whether you are male or female or trans or whatever.
Exactly.
People have body
this
parts.
kind of shit is just kind of like you're making a non-issue. This is only an issue in places where you want to make it.
Yeah. Like this dude, like legit, these women that are right beside this guy literally could care fucking less. This guy's just reading a book. Yeah.
Every dude I have ever sat on public transportation for has just shifted over a little bit to not be in my way.
Yeah.
Literally every dude I have ever sat next to, including gay dudes. Gay dudes also move over. Like,
They have balls as well.
yeah.
Look, there's a whole bunch of room on this fucking bench. Like, this is not the best.
She can move
scenario.
the fuck over. She's got like a foot next to her. You can shift over otherwise. You can shift over or look constipated sitting next to this motherfucker. Like,
Not to mention, I mean, like, the dude doesn't look like he's a fucking, has some weird communicable disease or anything. Like, what the fuck are you worried about? Like, your clothed goddamn leg touched my clothed leg. We have an issue here. You want to fucking fight about it?
and no guy on any public transportation that has not been like staged for a video sits that wide.
Well, yeah, he's
They
like
sit
right
wide
in the
enough
middle.
for their dick not to be sitting directly on their thigh, and that's about it.
Sure.
The only person that looks kind of irritated is the lady that's looking straight at the camera. Is looking irritated because she's being filmed right now for some bullshit.
Yeah. She's not worried
she's
about the
being
dude
paid like
playing.
$20 right now.
Yeah.
Why is there some rando bitch on the subway filming me?
That is being fought around the world but hushed up in Russia. Some argue the video is staged and the men are paid actors. Allegations she denies. For Global One, I'm Juliette Vara.
Of course she's going to deny it. She won't.
Did I just say this is an issue that's being fought all over the world?
In Russia, bruh.
It is a legitimate problem. It is a feminist issue all around the world. Dudes are sitting slightly wide to make sure their dicks aren't resting on their thigh. And women next to them have to shift over slightly. And that is a problem.
I hear in Soviet Russia, man spread you.
Exactly.
So,
took a blit.
For the 5 people that got the wrestling references, one of them just got the Yakov Smirnoff.
So do we need some Nikolai Volkov jokes and shit too? Like,
A little bit.
Held it all together.
Oh fuck! All right, Brian. I can't see it. Probably
Is it Fisher.
Yeah, that guy.
Saturday was the best day in American politics since World War II. I repeat, Saturday was the best day in American politics. I'm not saying it's the best day in American history or the best day for whatever, but it was the best day in American politics since the end of World War II. And I explained that in the column.
There's many more things I could think that's probably better.
Is he talking about the Kavanaugh swearing in?
I wasn't paying attention to any of that. So if you guys like have any actual like nuanced position, by all means.
I think that's what he's going for. But I'm with Frank. I can think of about 1,001 things that were much more significant since World War fucking II. My thoughts exactly. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
That's all I had for that. Was just I'm gonna let gas out. Fuck it.
So it was basically Brian Fisher says Kavanaugh confirmation was a victory of Jesus over Satan.
Captain Planet has some words.
It's true though, you know.
So do they realize they make Satan look better?
Yeah.
Like, every time they do one of these videos, like,
Satan's not for like, you know, potential rape.
Satan's like,
Yeah,
I
no,
think
like as far as like the Church of Satan itself, like they're very anti-rape. So
Satan's standing in the
Guys.
corner going, "You should investigate a little bit longer," and Jesus is like, "No, fuck you."
Confirm him, damn it. Don't make me start flipping tables and whipping motherfuckers. I'm good at that shit.
Jesus is like, "Confirm it. I already bought stock in coat hangers. Fuck you. You're not running this for me."
I got a bunch of skinhead friends. Got a bunch of skinhead friends that are ready to get paid with a 6-pack of Pabst Blue Ribbon to kick a bitch down the stairs. It's good times.
Yeah. So I guess.
Then Satan's also like, "Why the fuck am I the bad guy?" Like,
oh shit.
You know,
I didn't kill nobody.
I don't think Anna was ready for us today. Let's see, sometimes look on her face, she's like, "What the fuck?" She did.
What the fuck have I signed on and agreed to do?
Satan's just like, "Whatever, while you do this, I'm going to go crochet a sweater for some poor kid in Africa." Yeah, fuck you. Whatever. Do whatever you want, Satan.
I'm going to go find some of those starving Christians G-Man doesn't even think exist. Feed one or two of them.
they're out there in Africa somewhere since the United States decided to send over people into Africa to teach them about Christianity.
People accept Christianity more if they're starving.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that a cock meat sandwich would sound fantastic if you were starving. So
They're like, "Wait, we go to this place and they give us biscuit and wine?"
Praise Jesus.
Yes.
Whatever the fuck you say, give me food.
And I realized that my African accent was kind of like a Haitian or whatever, Jamaican. I don't do accents.
Bread and the wine.
They eat the poo-poo.
They eat the poo-poo. I love it.
You do not eat the ass. That's what that brought up into my mind. I don't know if you've seen that video.
You never go ass to mouth.
Never go ass to mouth. Sometimes in the heat of the moment, sometimes it's okay to go ass to mouth.
Do it.
Yes.
Heat of the moment.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck Brian Fisher. He's a fucking dumb shit. Like, really? You can't think of a single thing that's more important and historic between World War II. It's like when we write the history books, especially in like, let's just say politics. Just focus on politics. It's going to go from fucking World War II ends, and then the next chapter is Brett Kavanaugh swearing in, Fuck
I got to a point where on social media where I like really didn't care about any of the things that were going on, and that was literally right when the Brett Kavanaugh stuff was going on. So
yeah,
I knew that Brett Kavanaugh was a thing. I knew he was being accused of a thing. Due to my prior knowledge of the internet and news, I was skeptical. Otherwise, I didn't care. And the next thing I knew, he was a Supreme Court justice. So, yeah. That's all I know.
Someone brought up a good point. Tad did. It's like, how come this old fuck didn't bring up Reagan?
Yeah, Reagan's no longer important.
Nah, we got Trump now.
Reagan hasn't been important in a while. At this point, we're looking at people that were our parents and older that give a shit about Reagan.
The only thing I give a shit about Reagan anymore is the lasting effects on how we handle mental health in this country to this day.
Reaganomics can be almost directly
trickle down works. It's been proven.
Sure.
The fifth time we do it in 10 years.
He actually has a Reagan poster. Nice, I guess.
I have a Reagan poster too, but it's Linda Blair from The Exorcist. Slightly different.
I do like one Reagan quote, which has to do with communism, which Reagan said that you can tell a communist by somebody who reads Marx and Lenin. You can tell an anti-communist by somebody who understands Marx and Lenin.
Not bad through his weird dementia shit he was going through. He mustered that up. Sweet,
Reagan. Right? He was a little bit dumb for a bit.
All right, get the fuck off my screen, Brian. Ah!
The pain will be temporary, so...
Oh, wait.
So anyways...
This is an old video. Why is this back on my playlist?
Oh, is this where she had the surfing accident and was blaming Hillary Clinton cursing her?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, was Hillary Clinton a witch now?
Yeah, obviously.
So.
Okay.
You don't become president, you do the next best thing. You become a witch.
Huh?
Get the fuck off.
Oh, so we're on like a literal witch hunt at this point. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's old Vagina Nick.
Johnny Nick.
That's an odd use of the word. Why are we bringing up Lodestar? Because last week I floated the idea.
Oh, you floated something
that these accusers against Brett Kavanaugh are MK Ultra mind controlled subjects.
Okay, anytime I hear MK Ultra, I think of Mortal Kombat. And I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Guys, it says behind him true news. It can't be.
Well, true without an E, which means goddamn boomer. Like, they're trying to be edgy.
They're hipsters, they're edgy. So I'm noticing the kegels you've been doing on your neck, Rick. And yeah, it only takes a steak dinner, buddy.
Yeah. Who have volunteered to have thoughts implanted in their minds, and which would make them truly believe that those things happened to them, so that they couldn't be challenged. Even if they took a polygraph test, they would say, yes, I believe this happened to me. And I threw that idea out there, that these people are...
This goes along with just People from Florida are crazy as fuck. We got Wild Bill, and now and we got Rick Wiles.
Oh, he's from Florida?
Yeah, it's right there on the screen.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Well, he's Florida Man Prime.
Yeah. He looks like a more. You know what? I'm going to do it again. I'm going to get back on wrestling. But doesn't he look like a more elderly Vince McMahon?
Yeah, he does.
Touch.
Yeah.
It's MK
What's his
Ultra.
whole deal? I'll do a promo. What's his whole deal?
Well, apparently right now he believes that the doctor who came out against Kavanaugh was mind controlled by MK Ultra to do so.
Yes, but she volunteered for it.
Damn it.
God damn it.
That's about it.
MK Ultra.
That is on this topic.
Listen here, Kavanaugh supporters. You're fired.
You're fired.
And he does that cool walk as No Chance in Hell plays. You know, it's good times. You ever wonder who makes like music for those guys? Because it's all like original stuff. Someone thought that was a good idea.
Fucking A.
Guy, like, do you guys know who Jack Van Impe is? He's a crazy prophecy teacher, but this guy like takes it to another level.
Yeah.
His head's a bit triangular, and I'm not okay with that.
He does like an upside down Dorito.
Yeah.
Illuminati confirmed. It's him.
Exactly.
He's talking all this MK Ultra shit. He knows all about it. That's why.
Exactly.
Speaking of Lodestar, this is a load of shit.
Guy volunteered for MK Ultra to get it implanted that other people volunteered for MK Ultra, and now he's spreading this bullshit.
Yeah, Brett Kavanaugh's innocent, dude. It's Lodestar. That was her trigger word, apparently, to make her go ape shit.
I know, my roommate just walked by and decided to make a face at him.
I know every time I hear Lodestar, I automatically think famous people raped me.
So, I thought he was saying Lone Star, like the 1990s band country. Like, I remember.
Oh God, what was that song? What was that? What was the song that Lone Star had that was on the top 50? Shit.
I may be from South Carolina, but I cannot help you with country music.
The only one that I know is Amazed.
It had one song that was on the pop, top 50 when I was a kid.
Yeah, because it's like every little thing that you do.
Every little thing that you do.
Yeah, that was cringy.
I'm amazed by you. That was the one.
So everyone, Frank just quit the podcast.
Yes. we're going to be here for the next 24 hours.
What you guys don't know, some of you actually do, is Frank actually does the show from inside a walk-in closet. So Frank just came out of the closet right here on the show. I for one, exactly. Give it up.
So strong and brave.
Give it up.
So strong and brave.
It was actually this guy's vagina neck that finally convinced him that vagina is not something he's interested in.
There you go.
Who could blame him?
You know what? Good for you. Good for you. I'm progressive enough to be like, my dude, if you need some makeup tips, I got you.
It's just a shame I'm not in the closet so I could go join him.
You're just in a white padded room.
You don't know where I am. I could be fucking anywhere. I could be in your house right now. By the way, the Wi-Fi
my
sucks.
apartment right now, I got a dick butt right behind me.
You know what?
A dick butt.
My Wi-Fi is awesome, motherfucker.
Fuck you being in my house. Don't you shit talk my Wi-Fi.
Don't shit. I pay good money for my Wi-Fi to be actually decent.
Too bad you didn't pay good money.
My Wi-Fi is actually probably worse than
attic here
yours.
because that's where I'm living.
You're living in an attic?
Your attic.
My attic?
Mm-hmm. Hold on, listen.
Yeah, I'm up in your attic right now. Just
yeah, all of us are actually in your house right now, Iowan.
all of us YouTubers just live in one house. We just don't realize it.
Yeah, we don't tell anyone that. You're kind of breaking the fourth wall right now, dude.
Yeah, this.
So, Dead Jason Todd says I'm broadcasting from Cheney's old hidden bunker, which is a possibility, I suppose.
No, there's no bird shot on your face, so I'd say you're okay.
I thought he was a bird. I'm not an evil son of a bitch. So
Captain Planet, he's a hero. Gonna take pollution down to 0.
Boy, did he fuck up. We need Captain Planet back now, man. He's got to fight like global warming and shit. We need.
He fucked up because he's the only superhero that could be destroyed by somebody throwing some litter on the ground. There wasn't much to him.
His kryptonite.
Really?
He's just like that crying Indian, you know.
You know, if you want like an actual hero, here you go. Got Baraka.
Baraka's pretty sweet.
I just saw a finger. It's taken him a little longer to drop a deuce. He ran in with his butt cheeks clenched.
Photo finish. There's a turtle head. Baraka is badass, though. I know that's totally an aside, but I mean, what the fuck else am I going to do right now? Oh, and then he fucking leaves Rick Wiles on the goddamn screen the entire time that he's gone, so I have to stare at this shit.
Well, he had to leave it there so he could look at it on his phone as he's wanking it in the bathroom.
True.
Well, in that case, we just need to take over the stream right now.
Yes.
I think that's exactly.
We own this. I claim this corner for GI.
This corner. Well, you get more of a corner now. There's only 3 of us here, you know?
Yeah. All right, we can start a let me see. Let's start a sing along.
Row, row, row your boat gently down.
Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
We should write True News. There's a P.O. box down there. We should send them some cool stuff.
That's probably not just writing them. That's to write their stories for the night.
Yeah. You get credit as the writer. It's all right.
Nacha Witness says a threesome with Iowan sounds terrible. I would be asleep before it was over.
Because I'm a little bored right now. How about we ask the chat? Hey chat, what do you want us to do in the meantime? You want us to sing songs? Do you have a song?
You ever seen anyone jerk off stalefish?
Do you have a song? Do you have somebody to have one of these beautiful individuals whack their willy to?
Bran is once, twice, 3 times the Branny. And I think he's kind of okay.
No, but yeah, I got this what I call a signature move. It's where I put my
definitely
leg.
Not sing.
You put your arm under your leg and then jerk off. You guys want to see that while Frank's gone?
Okay, so seriously, I can tell you a story. I was a prison guard for about a year and a half, and one time I was walking the wing that I was working, and I was doing a count, and I look into this one cell, and this guy has one leg up on the top bunk. He's got his other leg on the sink. He's got his underwear pulled up his ass crack as tight as he can. And he's got his head leaning against the mirror, and he's just wanking it as hard as he fucking can. And I'm like, you know what? Because normally we'd be like, hey, stop that shit. You got it. But I was like, that took way too much effort. So you just go ahead and finish.
I probably wouldn't have stopped him either.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep going. Yeah. Going to try and pretend I never saw that, but it's seared into my brain.
I mean, if the roles were in reverse, after you put all that effort in, would you stop?
Hi, Frankie.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
I just shared a wholesome story.
And you don't get to know because you weren't.
God damn
it. I jerked off stalefish.
Yeah.
Should have saw it.
Bam. All right, sorry about that. I had a family emergency, so yeah,
good man. We kept it moving.
Yeah.
Oh, I figured it.
By any means necessary.
All I'm seeing in the chat is fidget spinners and ukulele, so I don't want to know now.
We laughed, we cried, we questioned your sexuality. We shared.
You questioned it
through
too?
a whole arc, like a whole story arc there.
Yes.
The kind of porn I'm into, in case anyone forgot.
There we go. So yeah. All right. Fuck this, Rick Wiles.
Yeah, I've been seeing way too much of that fucker since you've been gone. That's a good call.
I wasn't paying any attention to that. Like,
So you're a regular Rick Wiles viewer then? You just weren't paying
oh, there you go.
attention. He said Jesus. I like that.
There we go.
Oh no.
So here is the intellect of an atheist. God of the gaps. That is usually assigned to us.
Is it weird? Like, to me, he looks weirder without the facial hair.
Even though his beard is weird, he does look a lot. Yeah. He needs that. He needs that neck beard that connects to the chest hair. It's him.
The wise, righteous, armored Christian judge.
Proud of you.
Christians are believers in God, etc., etc. All that does, though, is simply show the ignorance of the atheist, because they do not understand the arguments given, which is why they assign God of the gaps. The intellect of an atheist.
Is he talking about the Gap store? Or what?
I don't
Probably.
understand why he's making that connection. That's not what it means at all.
Listen,
he's almost an egg now. The transformation is almost complete.
When you start your recording halfway through whatever story you were telling, it doesn't really make much sense.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but fucking just this guy's face. It does it for me. I don't know why. Look at that shit. Oh, he's so fluffy.
He looks like every security guard from every 80s movie you've ever had.
Oh, he does. Oh,
it's Paul Blart.
Nah, there is a striking Peter Griffin though going on here. Let's be real. Striking. Oh, he's so smug.
He is always so smug. He's always proud
of myself.
Like, I know a lot of people will say he's a Poe. I don't think he's a Poe. I think he's just a nutbag. I don't know. Like, he just constantly makes these videos, and I think Maria's supposed to be with him now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! People said if G.I. and Bran had a baby,
oh fuck off! Our child would be so much more masculine, and I would say more intelligent than this guy as well.
It'd make Donald Trump jealous.
If G.I. and Bran jacked off into a cup and then you microwaved that and then impregnated someone with it, then you might get this guy.
That's awesome.
Oh, fuck.
Just might.
Impregnate a fucking wildebeest with that.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
I don't know, man.
Mrs. Snarky says, well, I mean, y'all could find out.
True.
I mean, I think we should, I honestly think we should go ahead and put this one to bed, figuratively and literally, if you get what I'm saying there. Yeah.
You can get those Ancestry.com kits, and you can spit in it and send it in. I'm sure I could do, my business in one of those little vials and send it to you. Then you could do yours.
I want us to be together when we do it. I think that it would be like
eye contact.
Yeah, sure, back to back. Naked ass to naked ass would be more efficient for me. I'd be able to get done a little bit quicker. But I mean, that's up to you, dude.
Okay, I'm good with that.
I gotta agree with Dead Jason Todd. This show goes down some really fucked up roads.
See, but wait. You're talking. We're ass to ass, back to back, and Frankie's doing the power plunge kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I was just hoping that Frank would pop in to rub our sacks a little bit, but hey, that's even better. Frank the Fluffer.
Well, it is the closest I'd ever get to having some kind of sexual encounter with Kevin Smith. So
that's true.
Just
Mrs. Snarky in the back.
I wonder if that view would be askew.
Bow.
But
yeah, you
don't want to know.
All you had to do is just read the chat. Yeah. So
Suffice it to say that me and Iowan are gonna do some butt stuff.
We're gonna have a child.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as long as you film it, and I can make some money. Shit.
And we're gonna prove that it won't look like the guy on the screen, because there are some people that are saying that our offspring would look like this piece of shit here in front of us. I don't like it.
This fucking blueberry with sentience, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I just like the smugness on his fucking face. He literally just dropped a turd out of his fucking mouth.
This guy literally has a video on his channel where he says that God ejaculated the universe into being.
You know.
And he does this smug little, huh.
I gotta find that video. I've been looking for it. Someone send me that video, please.
I bet Tatted knows exactly the one I'm talking about. He's dealt with this guy before. And
is it anything like Lunar Bukkake? Or do we,
well, he says humans have sex and life becomes maybe God. The Big Bang and life became, or something along those lines. Maybe it was God.
I imagine a God ejaculation would be described as a Big Bang.
I would assume that a god ejaculating would ruin an entire galaxy.
That's just what every galaxy is. The remnants of an ejaculation.
We're not star stuff. We're God.
Apparently my computer
We're
agrees.
not star stuff. We are jism stuff.
God, dude.
Frankie, I don't know if you realize this, but your computer really wants to update a lot of stuff.
It really wants Yahoo to be updated. It is very serious about that.
I'm actually kind of concerned. Who has Yahoo downloaded on their computer?
Who the fuck has Yahoo downloaded on their computer?
Yes.
In 2018, boomer. What the fuck?
Are you really expecting chat rooms are going to come back?
Yes.
It's going to happen. All my friends.
I was right there with you, my dude. I did the online role play. I was a weeb. I did the anime role play stuff in the Yahoo chats. But like, fuck, it's dead, my dude. Just let it
Sits
go.
there with his messenger open, like all my friends are going to come back one day.
I'm an OG. I had Yahooligans. Fuck with
shit.
it. Yeah.
You know?
Pretty soon it's going to pop up. ICQ wants to update.
Well, it's better than a random,
MSN Messenger wants to update.
Yeah.
You get a message in your emails from Friendster.
Yes,
You're gonna log back in.
I do have to mention I did meet my soon-to-be wife on Yahoo chat years and years ago. She was running around the Yahoo telling people to shove hot dogs up their ass, and I was like, I have to meet this woman.
I'll bring a whole 8-pack, baby. None of that bar S bullshit. I'm bringing the Oscar Mayer.
And it's kosher.
Damn right it is. All beef, bitch.
So Mrs. Snarky said we're going to hear the ICQ. Uh-oh. And then the whole screen's going to shake because someone buzzed you.
And this is why we need the new computer. So I don't get these random fucking ding-ding-dings. So, yeah.
He's using a Tandy, people. Pay him money. He's on a fucking Tandy computer.
He got it from Sky City in the 80s, but
yes,
it worked pretty well.
Still holding up.
Dude, I actually do have a Tandy computer in my closet.
I assume you have a lot of stuff in your closet.
Besides Frank, let's see. No, actually, I do have like a lot of old computers and gaming stuff in there.
If you dig down far enough, you'll find some ponytails.
Yeah, you don't got to dig that far. We don't have to go to like Lost Christmas Presents to find it. I mean, come on.
Alright, so we'll go to our last video. I drive like a ninja update.
Yeah, so the video we reviewed last week, which was a chick selling wall beds with a weird quasi-racist song about I want to be Neenja. She got a fucking endorsement
I'm done.
with a made-for-TV product, and here's that.
I'm done.
Well, good for you.
That.
The following video is intended for satirical purposes only and to show you a great product. Laughter is not mandatory, but expected. No minorities were injured during filming. This includes a blonde. Enjoy and share.
Why did I need to even fucking... Okay.
Just so everyone knows, we're not intentionally trying to be racist like she was in her video.
I love that's how they open it up. Just... and ding sticks.
Even though we chose this bitch to be our spokesperson, we don't really like her.
God damn it. Oh.
What the hell?
I can't imagine why the Asians aren't buying this product.
God damn.
Like I said, this is only video 2. I have unearthed a library.
Oh, no.
I have unearthed a library of this chick's shenanigans and goings on the internet over the last 2 or 3 years.
What is she even trying to accomplish?
She started out selling wall beds, her own brand that she had created. She called Murphy Beds. And she thought a good way to do this would, you know how like they trick you with the fucking timeshare meetings? She was doing this with selling wall beds. So she gets everyone there and she starts singing this like really racist ass song, like trying to sing in an Asian dialect.
Yeah.
And there's the best part is there's this poor Asian chick up front. Like,
only one.
She doesn't want to make a scene, but she doesn't like this shit at all. So anyway, this company that makes some product where you won't ding other people's car or they won't ding your car when they get out, decided that they were going to use her as a spokesperson.
Sweet
For what though? Like what are they even trying to sell?
Oh, you'll see. It's going to protect your car from everything that could possibly.
Oh Lord! As somebody that did asking on TV products, like in call center customer service shit, like I love seeing this stuff. I really do.
Good morning. Thank you for calling the Medicus customer helpline. I used to do it too. Yeah, it's awful. But the thing that's going through my mind right now for no reason other than this is I am ninja or I want to be a ninja. Do you guys remember the pre-YouTube Ask a Ninja dude?
Yes.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Ask a Ninja.
I am Ninja. We are Ninja. I am Ninja too. Yeah, I remember. Like that's the whole thing going through my head right now. It's stuck in my head. His theme song. Come back, guy. We need you. You were fun.
I want that guy and her to do a collab.
Yes. There you go. You can like karate chop her head off.
Oh shit.
I'm waiting until her career divulges into porn, and then she does the "I fuck like a ninja" video.
I fuck like a ninja.
I fuck like a ninja. I throw a ninja star at your face while I'm orgasming.
She goes full racist with it and goes da 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 da. Like people say,
So she's just going. She's just going.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. She's going around just like
the 80s apparently.
She would have got caught with a Judy chop to the fucking jugular by now doing this shit.
Yeah. Especially just going around damn fucking people's cars.
And laughing in their face.
Not just how do you fuck like a ninja? You get in and get out before they even notice you've been there.
Goddamn right.
That's my making love style. I'm just in, out, and then that's
You want to fuck like a ninja? You get in there, you go and it's over. It's over. You're done. They're gone, and then all of a sudden, you have just came, and you have no idea how it happened because
my black belt's white again.
Are you tired of those unsightly and costly door dings? Well, now we have a solution. Ding Sticks. Ding Sticks is a door ding prevention product that installs within seconds when your car is parked, which is 95% of the time. Once you're parked, you simply touch the ding stick to your door and it magnetically attaches. And then just touch the safety strap to the inside of your door and now you're protected. Remember, every time you park, prevent the dent with Ding Sticks.
There's people leaving kids in cars because they apparently forgot them. I don't think people are gonna remember stick a ding stick.
That's 877 dings 08, guys. In case you're interested in this product that probably isn't on the market anymore.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
And we all know that if you have a nice car, they've parked like in the back of the lot with taking up like 3 spots. So they're not gonna get dinged.
I drive like a douchebag.
$29.95. Order now at dingsticks.com.
I drive like a ninja. Don't care if I ding ya. My door goes.
Oh? You're no ninja. You're
I am a ninja.
What the fuck is going on?
Remember, every time you park, prevent the dent with Ding Sticks. Only $29.95.
I meant to hit your phone.
That's continuity of a joke. That was great, Bran.
Yeah, you know what? That bitch didn't have her tongue out, though. That's why she missed by that far.
That's true.
Exactly. You have the little teeny tiny nub coming out of the side of your face. If you don't have that one muscle in your fucking face that you could bite off and kill yourself with, stick it out of your mouth while you just set that shit up.
And you were a little bit quicker going to that stance than he was.
Well, because I have actual martial arts training. What the?
Oh, you think he doesn't?
I worked at a
He's
casino.
sure you can hurt.
And one of the cooks there, when they were taking your order, they would stand looking at you going, "What do you want?" And they'd be like, the whole time they were chewing on the tongue like this. And it was awesome.
It was awesome.
It's like, please don't drool on my food. Please. Please don't.
I'll pay you extra if you don't drool on my meal.
So that's pretty much all the videos. I told you last time if we ever get someone else, we're going to end on.
Frankie, you are muted.
Yeah, man.
What?
I cannot hear you. Oh no.
Am I muted?
Yep.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Well, that was weird.
I can hear you.
Okay. Anyway, I don't know what happened. Mike just decided to take a shit.
We could have just kept that up and been like, "Yeah, you're still muted," and he'd been like, "What? What's going on?"
Yeah, I would have.
He's still muted. We just all sit here and just talk like absolute shit about him. Like, this pussy cunt right here. Like,
I was gonna say, after a while, if we had kept that original charade up, Frank would just be like, "Fuck this show, fuck this channel,
fuck it, not doing it live anymore."
Hell no.
I know. So,
you'll be seeing more of get used to the name Jennifer Murphy. That's this bitch right here. Like I said, she even has some stories that made headline news about Trump.
Oh.
she looks like she's got a little bit too acquainted with the general easy practice of the facelift.
Yeah.
As well as the Tommy's tanning sector of self tanning. She's very, very boomer trying to be hip.
It's not working.
It's not working. It usually never does.
Better
you want to be Neenja.
Want to be Neenja.
The Sandy.
I'm gonna tell you, like, people talk shit, but the lyrical genius in that song, for example, one lyric here that brings tears to my eyes, that profound, is when she says, "I want to chop, 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 chow down, take chow down, down." Like, I feel that shit. I've been there before.
Got to plant this dough. So, one more. Anna and Godless, I want to thank you, one of you guys, to be on. And also, I got a quick question for Anna. How'd you like being on the show?
It's pretty good. Pretty good fun.
Think you want to come around for some more?
Sure.
I guess so. Guys, she is actually the third geek that we are going to be having on the show today. So this is her trial run. She wanted to see how well she'd do, and I think she did pretty well. So
I had fun, at least. And if people don't like me, then they can suck my more metaphorical dick.
There you go.
And that's why she's manspreading.
Don't call me out like that.
You have one hell of a metaphorical penis.
It is giant and glorious, and I don't.
I got penis envy.
This is seriously.
Anyway.
Well, me too, because I'm short.
This is the most fun show that I go on. I know I'm probably pissing off a lot of other people, but I have more fun on this show than any other show that I go on.
I can get totally worse, but at the same time, like, I understand you guys are really kind of small, so I'm like, I'm not gonna be the worst that I absolutely can be.
Oh, you can. You can.
And by the way, on Iowan's point, I just want to add, yeah, fuck every other show on YouTube.
Right.
I agree with.
Except for the one that technically pays me, which is the YouTube Saints. By the way, YouTube Saints, you can find them on Twitch, on the midweek show on Wednesdays.
Everybody needs to go to Twitter and write hashtag non-second got no fucking monopoly.
Kyle and Steve were like, "What the fuck is happening?"
What's going on? And I love Kyle and Steve. So.
Which, by the way, the Atheist Roast will be next Saturday. I have not chose the time yet, but we got one of the contestants in the chat right now. So, Anna, you want to be on for that one too?
Was that next week?
Yeah.
Same time?
Well, it'll be Saturday. Probably be about same time, maybe.
Saturday. Let me check my Google Calendar and see if I actually have something Saturday, because I vaguely remember that I might. But if I don't, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, no problem.
I'm just going to say right now that I love Nacho Witness. I think he's funny as hell. But Tony is untouchable.
Oh my
like
goodness.
he just
he
brings.
I'm gonna disagree, man.
Oh, he brings something different every single time. You don't know who to prepare for. Like I prepared for Jackson Wheat Tony, and then he came at me with something totally different. And then who took him on the last time? Was it Mr. Atheist?
Mr. Atheist, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Atheist took on Godless Iowan Tony, and no, it was totally different. And so I'm just saying, I absolutely love you, Nacha, but you're gonna get hurt, and I don't want to see you hurt.
I have, and he even pointed this out. I have been calling for Nacho Witness wins throughout, as a judge, throughout this entire roast. And as far as me betting here, I'm gonna stick with him. I got a feeling. I think a lot of people think he's the underdog, but I think he's gonna pull it out.
Well, the last time Nacha pulled it out, he ended up in jail for a weekend.
So, guys, we'll chill out your channel real quick.
I am the Godless Iowan. Check out my channel. I do a lot of videos, and I'm not monetized because YouTube's dicks. So, yeah, but check out my channel, and hopefully I'll be back on here at some point in the future. I figure one day I'll weird them out enough that they'll never have me on again.
Do you know who the fuck you're talking to?
I was gonna say.
You realize you fit in on the show very well. There's a reason for that.
Yes.
And chill out your channel, because you do have a YouTube channel, which will be in the description below or under our channels too. So chill out yours.
Yeah, if you want to subscribe to me, you can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch on Anahata Hearts. It's A-N as in Nancy, A-H-A-T as in Thomas, Anahata, and it's Hearts spelled like the usual way. And I do some things that has nothing to do with the current political climate. So if you want a break from that shit, hi, how you doing? I will help you.
That's great. And Brand, chill out our shit.
Yeah, so as always, guys, if you enjoyed it, of course, leave a thumbs up. We're a whore for those. More the better. Appreciate it. Also, yeah, if this is your first time around, or if you haven't already, you obviously enjoyed it. So subscribe, ring the bell. Probably won't do anything, but best you do. And yeah, guys, down below in the description section, we have pretty much any and all pertinent information, including the P.O. Box, that nightmare-fueled goddamn P.O. Box. That's P.O. Box, The Geek Room, 4359 Wade Hampton Boulevard, Taylor, South Carolina, 29687. Also, guys, all the links to be able to support the show, those are down below as well, including our affiliate links, where if you're going to buy something off Amazon, Player One Coffee, or Geek, won't cost you a cent extra to use our links. We get a little kickback. And, of course, all of our social links are down below. So follow, friend, like, and share, and do all that shit and be jolly. So, yeah, I think that'll be about it.
Can I say one last thing?
Fuck no.
I would love to see people send you guys the absolute weirdest sex toys they can.
Dude.
Yeah, because Frank's going to go
Yo,
pick
I'm
for
about
Christmas.
to make some hot bank selling sex toys right now. So once that happens, I will let you fucking guys know.
So send Frankie all the weirdest toys that you can.
Please do.
And he will try them on air.
Okay.
Might have to make this a Pornhub thing.
Yeah.
Here's my request. My request is, if anyone is going to send anything to the P.O. Box, it doesn't have to be anything like a sex toy if you don't want to do that. Make it the hardest thing for Frank to explain to his wife when he walks in the door.
Okay, so you guys know sendadick.com? Send the glitter dicks?
Yeah.
Yeah, glitter dicks. The spring loaded glitter dicks.
At least send a bag of dicks, the gummy dicks.
I would eat them on air.
They're not that bad. I'll tell you, I have had the gummy dicks, and they're a pretty good gummy treat.
I've eaten a bag or two of dicks in my day, and let me tell you,
they don't.
I'm just saying it's not that bad.
They're a high quality dick product.
It's a high quality gummy product. It's not that bad.
That's
better than the Haribo the sugarless bullshits.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, we will see you guys later. No post show tonight, but we will get back on schedule next week. Next week, we do have the private Patreon shows up and ready, and the movie night. Movie night's on the 18th. Private Patreon shows the week after. So guys, make sure you, if you want to, hit our Patreon. We will send out the link for those. But yeah, guys, we had fun. We will see you guys later.
Bitch nuggets.
Bitch.
Now I'm really craving a bag of dicks. Who brought it up?